Welcome to Classical 95.9 WCRI's Jazz After Dinner with your host, Joe Perillo, award-winning pianist, Grammy-nominated composer, and Steinway artist. Jazz After Dinner is an hour-long program featuring some of the most talented jazz artists ever recorded. You'll hear past masters, local greats, and maybe discover something new. So, sit back, relax.
Brought to you by Lathrop Insurance in Westerly. They've helped protect homes, businesses, and communities since 1939. Lathrop Insurance, securing your present and insuring your future. LathropInsurance.com.
And now, here's your host for Jazz After Dinner, Joe Perillo.
Good evening and welcome to Jazz After Dinner. I'm your host, Joe Perillo, and I'll be with you as I do every week for the next hour playing jazz here on WCRI Radio. Thank you very much for listening in. And tonight's feature is going to be vocalist Joe Williams from his 1990 LRC Groove Merchant Records, the Sonny Lester collection. And it's Joe Williams with the Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra. So let's get right to the music here, and we're going to start off with the tune called Hurry On Down.
When it's raining and I hear the telephone and a sweet friendly voice says, I'm all alone. She says, hurry on down to my house, honey. Ain't nobody home but me. Hurry on down to my house, honey. I'm as lonely as I can be. I love you, and you love me. Hurry through the alley so the neighbors won't see. You hurry down to my house, honey. Ain't nobody home but me. The living doll would say, come on down to my house, Daddy. Ain't nobody home but me. She'd say, hurry down to my house, Daddy. I'm as blue as I can be. Mama's gone the livelong day. Think about it, Daddy. We will have a long time to play. You hurry on down to my house, Daddy. Ain't nobody home but me. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. You might as well bring it on, baby. 'Cause if a fat woman don't get you, then a skinny one must. Hurry on down to my house, baby. Ain't nobody home but me. Well, there ain't nobody home. She'd say, Daddy, nobody home but me. when I take my sugar to tea. All the boys are jealous of me, 'cause I never take her where the gang goes. When I take my sugar to tea, I'm a rowdy dowdy, that's me. She's a hi-hat baby, that's she. So I never take her where the gang goes when I take my sugar to tea. Every Sunday afternoon, we forget about our cares, rubbing elbows at the Ritz with those millionaires. When I take my sugar to tea, I'm as ritzy as I can be. So I never take her where the gang goes when I take my sugar to tea. I never take her where the gang goes when I take my sugar to tea. Sugar to tea. Every Sunday afternoon, we forget about our cares, rubbing elbows at the Ritz with those millionaires. I'm about as rowdy as I can be, but there's one time that you ought to see me. That's when I take my sugar to tea. That's when I take my sugar to tea. That's when I take my sugar to tea. When I take my sugar to tea. Every honeybee fills with jealousy when they see you out with me. I don't blame them, goodness knows. You are my honeysuckle rose. When you're passing by, flowers droop inside, and I know the reason why. You're much sweeter, goodness knows. You are my honeysuckle rose. I don't buy sugar because I only have to touch my baby's cup. You're my sugar, yes you are. And you're oh so sweet whenever I stir you up. When I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, it seems to me the honey drips and drips and drips and drips. Your confection, goodness knows. You're my honeysuckle rose. Sips from your tasty lips. Well, lucky me, the honey just drips and drips and drips. You are confection, goodness knows, and you're mine, sweet honeysuckle rose. You cling, you crawl, you stand, you fall. You stand again and try, and then you walk. You eat, you drink, you feel, you think, you play, you grow, you learn, you know, and then one day you find a way to talk. You're young, you fly, you laugh, you cry, you're grown, you're on your own at last. You lose, you win, your days begin to slip away too fast, too fast, too soon. You'll hear a distant drum. Too soon, the time to go will come, and time won't wait. Is it too late to ask? Did I ever love? Did I ever give? Did I ever really? Loneliness came through my window this morning, and tagging along were sorrow and grief. It seems as though they are a part of my being. Loneliness, sorrow, and grief. If you would return this love that I offer, it's true love that comes straight from my heart. Out through my window would flee these three villains: loneliness, sorrow, and grief. Offer your heart to me uncompromisingly, sharing a lifetime together. Loneliness beckons, sorrow engulfs me, while grief just hangs from the wall. I'll run to your arms if you so desire me. I'll forgive and forget the quarrels we've had. For fast at my heels these villains pursue me, hoping that you pass me by. Loneliness beckons, sorrow engulfs me, while grief just hangs from the wall. I'll run to your arms if you so desire. I'll forgive and forget the quarrels we've had. For fast at my heels these villains pursue me. They want you to pass me by. Loneliness, sorrow, and grief.
Okay, let me tell you what you heard in that opening set this evening. We started off with the tune Hurry On Down. Then we heard the tune When I Take My Sugar to Tea. Then we heard a nice 3/4 version of Honeysuckle Rose. And then Did I Really Live? And we ended that set with the tune called Loneliness, Sorrow, and Grief. So let's get started with the next set, and we're going to start off with the tune called Imagination.
Imagination is funny. It makes a cloudy day sunny. Makes a bee think of honey, just as I think of you. Imagination is crazy. Your whole perspective gets hazy. Starts you asking a daisy what to do, what to do. Have you ever felt a gentle touch and then a kiss and then find it's only your imagination again? Well, imagination is silly. You go around willy-nilly. For example, I go around wanting you. Yet I can't imagine that you want me to. Have you ever felt a gentle touch and then a kiss and then find it's only your imagination again? Well, imagination is silly. You go around willy-nilly. For example, I go around wanting you. Yet I can't imagine that you want me to. No, I can't imagine that you want me to. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I've got a little story that you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. Got the routine, so drop another nickel in the machine. I'm feeling so bad. I hope you make the music dreamy and sad. Could tell you a lot, but you've got to be true to your code. Make it one for my baby and one more for the road. You'd never know it, but buddy, I'm a kind of poet, and I've got a lot of things to say. And when I'm sad and gloomy, you simply gotta listen to me till it's all talked away. So that's how it goes. And Joe, I know you're getting anxious to close. So thanks for the cheer. I hope you didn't mind my bending your ear. This torch that I found must be drowned, or it soon might explode. You make it one for my baby and one more for the road. One for my baby and one more for the road. Everybody wants to be loved by someone while they're looking for someone to love. It doesn't seem fair, but that's the way it begins. That's why someone loses when somebody else wins. Everybody needs to love some sweet someone, though it may not be the one they're dreaming of. Everybody wants to be loved by someone while they're looking for someone to love. Everybody wants to to be loved by someone while they're looking for someone to love. It doesn't seem fair, but that's the way it begins. That's why someone loses when somebody else wins. Won't you let me love you till you find your someone? Though I may not be the one you're dreaming of, maybe you discover when I am your lover that I'm really the someone that you love. That I'm really, yes, I'm really, really the someone that you love. Oh, yes. Won't you let me love you till you find your someone? 'Cause I'm really the someone that you love. Well, I'm really, baby, really, really, believe me, I'm the someone that you love. Oh, everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Everybody wants my baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to see. She's got a form like Venus, honest, and I ain't talking Greek. No one can come between us. She's my Sheba and I'm her Sheik. That's why everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. I know nobody but me. She's my sweet patootie and I'm a loving man. Knows how to do her duty like no other can. That's why everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't dig nobody but me. Nobody but me. Everybody really digs my baby, but my baby don't dig nobody except me. Nobody but me. Everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. That is very plain to see. She's got a form like Venus, and honest, I ain't talking Greek. No one can get between us because I'm a Sheba, she's my Sheba, and I'm her Sheik. That's why everybody digs my baby, but I don't believe she digs anybody but me. Nobody but me. Nobody but me.
Okay, let me tell you what you heard in that set. We started off with the tune Imagination, then we heard the tune One More for My Baby, then we heard Everyone Wants to Be Loved, and then we ended that set with Everybody Loves My Baby. So the featured artist this evening is Joe Williams, and he is here on this 1990 LRC Groove Merchant Records recording called Joe Williams with the Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra, and this is from the Sonny Lester collection. And let me tell you the musicians that are with Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra here. We have, of course, Thad Jones on flugelhorn, and he did all the arrangements, by the way, too. Snooky Young on trumpet, Jimmy Nottingham on trumpet, Danny Moore on trumpet, Richard Williams on trumpet, and Bill Berry on trumpet. Garnett Brown on trombone, Jimmy Cleveland on trombone, Jimmy Kepner on trombone, Cliff Heather on bass trombone, Jerry Dodgen on alto saxophone, Jerome Richardson on alto saxophone and soprano saxophone, Eddie Daniels on tenor saxophone, Sheldon Powell on tenor saxophone, Pepper Adams on baritone sax, Roland Hanna on piano, Richard Davis on bass, and Mel Lewis on drums. So that's the lineup there, and this is Jazz After Dinner. I'm your host, Joe Perillo, and let's get right back to the music, and we're going to start off with a tune called If I Were a Bell.
Ask me how do I feel now that we're cozy and clinging. All I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, this is how I just gotta behave. Boy, if I were a lamp I'd light, or if I were a banner I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel, me with my quiet upbringing. All I can say is if I were a gate I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell I'd go ding dong ding dong ding. How do I feel from the chemistry lesson I'm learning? If I were a bridge, well, you know that I'd have to be burning. I knew that my morale would crack because of the wonderful way that you look. Girl, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. How do I feel now that we're fondly caressing? If I was a salad, I would have to be splashing my dressing. Or if I were a season, surely I would have to be spring. Or if I were a bell, if I were a bell, if I were a bell, I'd go ding-ling, 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 ding-ling. Tell you about a girl I know. She's my baby and she lives next door. And every morning before the sun comes up, she brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's why I know, yes I know, oh, hallelujah, I just love her so. When I'm in trouble and I have no friends, I know my doll will be with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know, I just smile at them and say she told me so. That's why I know, yes I know, oh, hallelujah, I just love her so. Hey, when I call her on the telephone, tell the baby that I'm all alone. Say by the time I count from 1 to 4, the girl is a knocking right on my door. Then in the evening when the sun goes down, there really is nobody else around. She kisses me and she holds me tight. She whispers, Daddy, everything's all right. I know, yes, I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Yeah, she is a big fat mama. People, I mean, I got a whole lot of baby. I told her meet me in the bottom and to bring my boots and shoes. Say, Lordy, mama, I got a whole lot of mama. And I know, oh yes, I know. Hallelujah, I just love her so. Say, when I call her on the telephone and I tell her that I'm all alone, hey, by the time I count from 1 to 4, the baby is knocking right on my door. But in the evening when the sun goes down, there really is nobody else around. She kisses me and she holds me tight. She whispers, Daddy, everything's all right. I know, yes, I know. Hallelujah, I love her so. Deep down in my soul, well, I just love her so. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I love her so. I'm gonna force feed this girl. That's what I'm gonna do. Come here, darling. Let me Joe fine big self. Nobody knows where I feel this morning. This morning, nobody knows the way I feel this morning. This morning, if I had my way, the graveyard is the place my head would lay. Nobody knows the way I feel this morning. I feel like I could holler, scream and cry this morning. This morning. I feel like I could holler, scream, and cry this morning. And I feel like I could holler, scream, and cry, but I'm too stout-hearted. No, I'd rather die. Nobody knows where I feel this morning. guess I'll leave on a southbound train, leaving this morning. I guess I'll leave on a southbound train, leaving this morning. This morning I would leave on a southbound train. My good woman would only call me back again. Nobody knows, nobody knows, nobody knows the way I feel this morning, this morning, this morning. Nobody knows how I feel this morning. Evil man, and don't you bother with me. I'm an evil man, and don't you bother with me. Cause I'll empty your pockets and fill you with misery. I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. I got a great big appetite. To keep me satisfied, you got to feed me day and night. I'm an evil man. I've never been called a saint. And there's a darn good reason, baby. Cause the good Lord knows that I ain't. I got girls in the East and girls in the West, but my woman in Chicago just loves me the best. I'm an evil man, and I need an evil chick. If you don't believe me, baby, I can change your mind real quick. Now you can have me if you want me, but I won't be yours alone. Cause I give up some loving like a dog gives up a bone. I am an evil man. Baby, maybe we should just be friends. Cause I'll burn you like a candle, and baby, I'll burn you at both ends. Caviar for breakfast and champagne every night, and I want a midnight snack for every other woman that I choose to invite. I'm an evil man. Baby, don't mess around with me. Well, so bye-bye, baby. I guess that I'll have to set you free. And don't fool around with me, honey, cause I'm an evil man. Don't bother me, darling. Go away, darling. Go away, baby. That's all right. Get somebody else.
Okay, let me tell you what you heard in that set. We started off with the tune, If I Were a Bell. Then we heard the tune, Hallelujah, I Love Her So. Then, Nobody Knows the Way I Feel. And then we ended that set with Evil Man Blues. So that just about does it for me. I'm your host, Joe Perillo, and this is Jazz After Dinner. And you've been listening to vocalist Joe Williams with the Thad Jones Mel Lewis Orchestra. So thank you very much for listening in. I do hope you enjoyed the show. I loved listening to it. It was a lot of fun. And we're going to go out with a tune called How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. So have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. Peace. Good night.
How sweet it is, how sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and baby, there you were. I needed someone to share my ups and downs, and baby, there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion, I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby, and tell the world how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I close my eyes at night and wonder, what would I be without you in my life? Everything I did was just a bore, seems. All the things I've done them before. But you brighten up all my days with your love in so many ways. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. I wanna stop and thank you, baby. Hey, now, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Well, how sweet it is to be loved by you. You're better to me than I've been to myself. For me, there's you and nobody else. I've got to stop and thank you, baby. I must just stop and thank you, baby, and tell the whole world how sweet it is to be loved by you. Well, how sweet it is just to be loved by you. Oh, yes, how sweet it is to be loved by you.
You've been listening to Jazz After Dinner with your host, Joe Perillo. Heard here every Friday evening on the classical station, 95.9 FM WCRI.